The strange history of the eel riots in Amsterdam. There was once a traditional Dutch game known as eel grabbing, whereby a rope was strung up between two houses across a canal, and a live eel tied to the middle. On July 25, 1886, a large crowd of people had gathered to witness a game of now outlawed eel grabbing on Lindengracht in Amsterdam. 4 officers from a nearby police station set out to put a stop to the spectacle, entering one of the houses from which the rope had been tied up and cutting it down. However, this didn't go down well with the huge crowd of people who had turned up to watch some eel grabbing. As soon as the police exited the house, one of the disgruntled spectators started beating the officers with his umbrella. A few hours later, this had turned into a full-blown riot, with police using their batons to beat back the rampaging masses whilst the rioters hurled rocks and other projectiles at the police. But as dawn came, the rioters, now invigorated after a drizzly night's rest, returned in force to storm the police station in protest to their illegal game of eel grabbing being stopped. As you can imagine, this led to a pretty big confrontation between the armed soldiers and unarmed rioters. What happened next was the same thing that always happens in history when people without guns stand up to people with guns. So that's the story of Amsterdam's infamous eel riots, which led to the deaths of 26 people. So that's and one eel, which later resurfaced at an auction in 1913 and sold for 175 guilders, only to never be seen again. Objectively speaking, one can't help but think you could get the same effect with a dead eel and somebody jiggling the rope. Jack de Graaf is a BA English Studies graduate and a part-time writer. In his spare time he likes to read and do circus skills. Here at the Facts site, we have a team dedicated to checking our content for accuracy. Occasionally we may get things wrong, or information becomes outdated.